Well, hello friends, and welcome to Indigo Intuitive Tarot. I am Indigo, and I am here to provide you with intuitive messages and downloads via the tarot, as well as several oracle cards per usual. Now, while these intuitive messages and downloads are intended for love, romance, and relationships, they may also and oftentimes do apply to other areas and aspects of your incarnation in this 3D reality. So please, as always, take what applies, and if it doesn't apply, kids, what do? We let it fly. Okay. Well, hi. It's been a minute. Listen, y'all know when Spirit tells me to set my ass down, that's exactly what I do. So that's what I've done. Taking a little bit of a break. I think a very much needed break, honestly. Sometimes I don't have the messages, right? Like, and for various reasons. If there's things going on, there's things going on, and I just don't have the messages. Sorry, tea. So I've recorded one reading. The sound was a little wonky, but I think I'm going to post it anyway because the message was really, really important. There was a really important message in there for someone. I don't know who it is. I don't know who needs to hear it, but I'm going to post it. Okay, so now I'm just going to do like a simple 3-card past, present, future sort of spread. We'll clarify. Tons of oracle cards, you know, my usual thing. I did try to record this already though, and the sound went out, which is unfortunate. But I did a little bit of like intuitive channeling, downloading, whatever at the beginning, and there was a message in there about heart. And I mean physical, like if you have heart issues, or you know, if you know, you think you should see someone about your heart. They said something about like left ventricle in that reading. So please, if you're experiencing any sort of chest pains, please go seek help as quickly as possible. Okay, they made that really clear in the last reading, so I'm just going to reiterate that here. So let me see if they're going to give me anything else. I just heard K Sarah, Sarah, that's a song. Whatever will be, the future's not ours to see. Okay, Sarah, Sarah, I say this as a psychic intuitive. The future's not ours to see. Okay, you might have some little uncertainties about the future. Okay, Spirit, what else you got? They gave me this last time, 777. And they also gave me 1414 last time. 9s might be important to you. The number 9 or 999. Might be having a family member turning 9, or maybe it's your 9th year with someone, or you were born in the 9th month, just the number 9. They're showing me yellow and sunflowers. Okay. They're showing me like, this is really random, so I don't know. They're showing me like a 1950s housewife, like they're saying Betty Crocker. Or maybe you're making a cake, like a Betty Crocker cake, or maybe you're like, you know, they have those cookbooks now that are like retro recipes from like the 50s and 60s and stuff. Maybe you're doing those, or you're making a recipe from that time. Maybe it's a family recipe. Maybe they're showing me a recipe box, like you got someone's recipe box with grandma, great grandma, aunt, uncle, something. Okay. They're showing me scarecrows, so it's how, you know, it's about to be Halloween. Maybe you're going on a walk, one of those like corn mazes and things, pumpkin patches, which is this is my favorite time of year, y'all, and it's been hot, which I hate. I mean, it's nice because it's not humid, but I'm ready for fall. Anything else, Spirit Team? Crows. Scarecrow. Crows. They just they just played a song for me. Old song. Millennials, Gen X will know. Step by Step by New Kids on the Block. Step by step. Gotta get to you, girl. I think that's how it goes. So you can pull that up. All right. I'm gonna stop with the downloads there. All right. We're gonna start out with these oracle cards. We're just gonna pull 3 just to see where we're at here and see what's going on. Give us some energy, tap in. Again, this is for love, romance, and relationships, but you know, apply it where it needs to fit, you guys. Not everybody's situation is the same. Lots of people will see this. So. And I think that's why they give me all these different like messages and downloads and things at the beginning, because it's like, you know, whoever needs to hear that, it's gonna grab them so they can see the rest of the reading. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's go. Soulmates, soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner. Old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replay. Okay, remember I was just talking about New Kids on the Block? That's a tape. That's a cassette tape. This might be someone that was born in for someone that was born 70s, 80s, or, you know, not to exclude Gen Z and younger, but the snake, competition and energy. The other woman look over your shoulder. Instantly, this might be someone you know from when you were a child, or, you know, earlier in your life. There's a soulmate here, a life partner. Now listen, I'm gonna go on my spiel about this, but this says karmic relationships, resentments and triggers, perception. Every relationship is a karmic relationship. My relationship with my fuzzy son, my cat, is a karmic relationship. I really need people to understand this. The relationship you have with your boss is a karmic relationship. Everything is karma. Okay. I know they usually mean it as in like relationships that you're meant to learn something from. And I understand that. And usually it holds like this negative connotation to it, or this negative feeling, but every relationship is a karmic relationship. Even the most positive relationships are karmic relationships. You're reaping the good karma, right? Your good karma from past lives in those relationships. So I understand what they mean. And, you know, maybe there's going to be something that you really need to learn here from a relationship or a partner, but just know that they're all karmic. Okay. All right. End rant. I'm sorry. I can't help it. We have such a distorted view of what karma means here in the West. So I always try to clear that up when I can for people. Because I know people are out here talking about soulmates and twin flames and the twin flame journey. And honey, all of that's all fine and good, but know that every relationship is karmic, okay? I'm going to be sipping tea a lot. You know, in my last reading, I made a cup of tea and completely forgot I had to make a whole other cup of tea. Honey, whole thing. Okay. Yeah, outdated thinking, conditioning. Someone you might have thought was a soulmate in the past. Again, I feel like maybe you're really paranoid about your relationships because someone from your past was like intruding in your relationship or putting their nose, you know, had it out for your relationship sort of thing. Replaying events over in your head. Yeah. This energy might be blocking you from your new soulmate, right? Like a new partner coming in, something like that. Or it might be causing your current relationship to be sabotaged, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You might be sabotaging it, replaying those old things in your mind. It's giving 9 of Wands, wounded warrior sort of energy. Okay. I always say with the 9 of Wands, like, take the wisdom, leave the wounding. Like, you'll know what red flags to look out for, but don't be the red flag yourself sort of vibe. Okay. So, and it says the other woman, but I mean, it could be anyone. And that other woman could be like an aunt, a sister, a cousin, you know, it could just be another feminine energy putting their nose in your business, or had put their nose in your business, you know, back in the day or a previous relationship. All right, Spirit Team, let's provide 3 cards for the collective past, present, future. Okay. So in the past, we have Judgment. Present, the Emperor. Future, Justice. Someone might be getting married. I'm 3 majors, first of all. Hello. Rebirth, action, renewal. The Emperor, leadership, respect, stability, justice. Could be a court case, yeah, but usually in a love reading, justice to me says y'all's going to the courthouse and getting married. Hello. It's on the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, you're taking a leap of faith. New beginnings with a soulmate. Now, this could just be nostalgia. Again, this could be someone from the past. That's the soulmate card, 6 of Cups. Oh, passionate beginning with Ace of Wands. Honey. Ooh, Ooh-wee. I hope so. I hope so, honestly. But don't let old stuff, outdated thinking, and conditioning muck this up for you. Okay? We're going to clarify. All right, Spirit Team, why is the Judgment card here? Why is the Judgment card here? What is the Judgment card here to tell us? The collective. I'm just going to take these. Four of Swords. King of Cups. Okay. All right. So there might be a masculine water sign in your energy. Okay. Gender is fluid, so this applies to anybody. But a masculine water sign in your energy, right? But you're making this judgment call. Or maybe you're coming out of this resting period making the judgment call to let this person in. Okay. You might be a little cautious. We should all be a little cautious. You know, being cautious isn't a bad thing, especially if you've had your heart broken. Three of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. Hello. Might have been by a male fire sign, that King of Wands. And yeah, you're like, honey, ain't nobody hurting my heart again. I'm keeping it locked up in this little cage right here. That's your heart. I will cut anybody out who tries to hurt me again. Understandable. I get it. But the King of Cups, you know, that's Cups energy, that's emotion, that's love. Okay. And especially if he shows up as an emperor. I mean, they can be a little cold, but, you know, we'll have to see. All right, Spirit Team, why is the Emperor? I can't talk. Why is the Emperor here, Spirit Team? Okay. Queen of Wands. They find you very attractive. Whoever this Emperor is, they find you very attractive, but they also might be picking up on this energy. Crying over spilled milk, crying over something that has happened in the past. I always say about the Five of Cups. Listen, 3 cups are spilled, but you still got 2 cups full that you can take into make into something beautiful. You hear me? So this old out, embody her, move into that energy, move into your attractive, full of life sort of energy. You know what I mean? The passionate side of yourself. Pursue your passions. Even if it's just hobbies, you don't have to make money off of everything, right? Like, just sometimes do things for the sake of doing things because you like to do them. Okay? All right, Spirit Team, why is Justice here? Oh, look. Now we have a match. Yeah, honey. And the Four of Wands, happy, healthy home life, excuse me. Queen of Cups, now someone comes rushing in and they know what they want. Swords is mental, mind energy. He knows what he wants. He's coming fast. Once you open up this heart energy, that sacred heart energy. Remember I told you in the reading that the sound cut off. It was all about the heart. And yes, I got a lot of like, hey, physically, if you're having heart issues, please go see a doctor sort of thing. But also like just, I felt like someone's heart was really trapped in that reading. So like, this is all about an open heart here. And being fair to yourself. Also, being fair to yourself. You're allowed to have an open heart. You might need to protect it a little bit. We have that Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. I get it. I get it. But if they come rushing in fast, honey, that knight knows what he wants. He might come rushing in as a knight, but then have the energy of these two. Could it be 2 different people? Yes. I don't think it is, though. I don't think it is. Because, you know, the Emperor embodies all 4 kings, essentially. But with you, he might have a little bit more of that King of Cups energy. And honey, I tell you, I'm mad about that. Okay? All right, so we're going to pull some romance angels on these. Now, mind you, this is past, present, future. Okay? You might have decided to take a break from a King of Cups in the past. Could be. Could be. Or you might have decided to wait until you found a King of Cups. Not a bad decision. Not a bad decision. Okay, Spirit Team, show me what you got here. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Maybe you walked away with, or you decided to take a break with someone that has children. This also, to me, is like the inner child card. Okay. Release your ex. I'm telling you, whatever happened in your past, you got to let that go. You got to let that go because you're still carrying it. With that Five of Cups there, yes, you are. Don't tell me you're not. It's there. It's in the cards. They don't lie. All right. Tell me about the future, Spirit team. Thank you. Deception. Be careful. But then we have honeymoon. Someone who's wearing a false self mask. I feel like it's you. I hate to say that, but I kind of feel that way. I kind of feel like, how do I say this? Now, could it be this Knight of Swords? Absolutely. Absolutely. Right? So make sure you're using your discernment. Okay, what they're telling me is that if this is you wearing this mask, right? Like maybe you're like the type of person who's like, I don't need anybody. I'm good on my own. You know, I'm hyper independent, right? But then like really deep down, you're like, I just want my heart just loved open to source by an amazing masculine or feminine partner. I just want to be loved open to the divine, right? Like that kind of just soul opening, enlightenment kind of love, right? I get it. But then in your everyday life, like, you know, you're coming off as like this in your current energy. Mopey. Mopey. Get to this to get to this and all of, you know? Does that make sense? Now listen, I'm not saying like don't feel your feelings, right? Because obviously you got a lot of releasing here with your ex. Children could have been an issue, or maybe like one person wanted children, the other person didn't want children, you know, whatever it is. Inner child work could be some inner child work, right? Especially if you're coming off as hyper independent when you really want to be loved, open to the divine. Don't deceive yourself. If you want to be loved, be loved. Okay. Like if you want to be, say this justice card is representing marriage, right? Or just fairness to yourself, the truth. Live in your truth, babe. If you want someone to rush in for you, that's okay. Don't deceive yourself. Don't try to trick yourself into thinking that that's not what you want. If that's really truly what you want. If that's not what you want, that's okay. That's okay. This might not be for you, but like we always think of other people deceiving us, and there are some scoundrels out there, honey, don't even get me started. I could tell you a story or two. But sometimes we go along with the scoundrels because we're used to accepting less and thinking that that's okay, and trying to gaslight and deceive ourselves into believing that this is enough. If it's not enough, then it's not. Let it go so you can find someone that is enough. So you can call in a soulmate. Okay? Release that ex. Release that old energy. Release that mopey energy. Okay? Use your discernment, right? Like, don't not use your head at all, but balance. Look for a sign. See? Maybe you, I just heard this, so this might be for someone. Maybe you work with children. Someone said maybe you, one of my guides said maybe you work with children. That's what I heard. Okay. Oh, dropping cards, y'all. Dropping cards. It says get more information. Okay. Yeah, this present energy. I just heard, some of you will know this, how Stella got her groove back. If you haven't watched that movie, go watch that movie. If you're kind of in this mopey, my ex, maybe your ex was the emperor. I don't know. But like, you know, I think this emperor is what you're wanting. You're wanting to call in, you know, that sort of energy. Go watch how Stella got her groove back. That's a really good movie. But that's what it feels like. From Five of Cups to Queen of Wands, like something about getting your vibrancy back. All right, this one I'm taking this within the next few months. There it is. So maybe give yourself a couple months. Maybe give yourself to the end of the year. Now, as I'm always going to tell you, because it's coming up. Bless you. My goodness. So we have the new year, January 1st, right? Gregorian calendar. But that's not the actual new year, right? Spring is the actual energetic new year. Okay. So even if you want to give yourself till spring to get over this and deal with this, then, you know, that's what it is. All right. Last card, Spirit Team, please. Last card. Thank you. Trust. You're right where you need to be. Okay. Perfect timing. All of this old releasing, all of that energy has come up to show you, right, what needs to be looked at, processed, healed, integrated, whatever you want to do, to make room for the soulmate, right? The leap of faith, the soulmate, the passionate new beginning with the Ace of Wands there. Okay. I think this was a test of your strength because we have the strength card underneath that even. I think that this was a test of your trust. But listen, it's just like anything else. Like, we have to clear out old stagnant emotions or old things that we're holding on to emotionally to make room for new love to grow and bloom, right? Like to let it into our hearts. Maybe that's why I got such a strong message regarding the heart in the reading that I did previously. Like, you gotta, they just said clean out your heart, which I know that sounds crazy. Maybe you need to do a detox. I don't know, but you got to make room in your heart for something new, for a new person. And I know that seems like a leap of faith, like a leap of trust, but they're asking you to trust. Okay. So this is what I have for you. I hope that it has provided you with some guidance and some clarity, as it is always my intention to serve. I hope you all are doing so very well, and I will talk to you all very, very soon.